What's up, guys? Welcome back to BMTM Cooks. We're gonna make breakfast today. Make some hash. Be real nice. Nice and easy. It's all good here. Let's check it out. Alright guys, first step, we're gonna chop up some bacon, get it in the pan, render out all the fat. I mean, don't cut them too small. You want to know that there's bacon. You know, you don't want them to completely disappear on you in the pan. Alright, so we got all our bacon chopped up. Let's go over to the stove. And the bacon goes into a cold pan, right? No heat yet. After the bacon's in, you can turn it on. Alright, so we got our onion, we cut it in half, and now you just want to peel off the outer layer. I do the first layer of skin. And just cut off any bits that aren't nice, that aren't good, you know, any little rot spots, stuff like that. Now what you want to do, because we're going to dice this onion, is make cuts this way, all along the onion. Now when you chop, you don't want your fingers out like that. What you want to do is form a claw, middle finger in front, two behind, and then use your knuckle to guide the knife. See that? So I'm not going to cut myself. I just cut myself. Okay? So remember our claw shape? Down. Now you want to get close to the root, but you don't want to go through it. You want the onion to still be attached at the base. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to grip it and go through one at the top. And this is a pretty small onion, so we'll probably just do that. Now, holding the onion and maintaining that claw shape, you want to slice down. And then turn the onion when it gets to the base. And all you're left with is the root, so you don't waste anything. Alright, so there's your onion. Alright, so we've got our onion chopped. You don't have to chop it that fine. I just don't like to eat big chunks of onion in the morning, but I mean, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so next up we got our bell pepper. Now, there are a couple different ways you can chop these. I like to go from the top and using a sharp knife, just slice right down. And by doing that, you hopefully avoid all the seeds, right? Then you don't have to clean up, you don't have to de-seed your pepper and stuff. Now you've got beautiful pieces of red pepper that you can just chop up. I didn't do a very good job, so I'm just going to cut out the little white parts. Don't do what I'm doing. Never cut towards yourself. Bad idea. Alright, so our pepper's all cleaned up. I like to put it face down on the board, and to flatten it, where it kind of comes up, I just press my thumb down and I break it. And then I do the same to the other side. And then I just run my knife through it. Now you're using that same technique, okay? 2 fingers behind, 1 in front. That way, you don't cut yourself. Ah! Fuck, cut. Okay, so we got our pepper chopped into these little sticks. Now I'm just going to chop the opposite way to make little cubes. And you want all your pieces to be roughly the same size, that way they cook at the same time. Let's check on our bacon. So all the fat's rendered out of our bacon, and if you look now, we've got all this bacon fat in the pan. So now we're gonna add our onion, and you don't need to add any oil because you have all this rendered fat. So we're gonna grab our onion. Drop it in the pan. And it looks like a lot, but as it cooks, it's gonna shrink down. We're gonna give the onion a tiny bit of salt. We don't need a lot because the bacon's pretty salty already. I'm gonna give the onion a bit of salt and a bit of pepper. Okay, so we're gonna add some green onion. It's a bit sweeter, it looks nice. So just cut the tips off. These little things, those aren't edible, so just get rid of those. Throw our green onions in. Next up, we're gonna add the peppers we chopped earlier in. So we'll just grab these. And because we've added all these new ingredients, I'm gonna give it another pinch of salt. But we didn't show you this earlier. We cut up some potato, we put it in the oven, bit of oil, salt, and pepper. We baked it on 400 for about, I don't know what, like 10, 15 minutes, yeah. You can cut them any size, we cut them small. You just wanna bake them till they're tender, okay? So our peppers and onions and bacon are looking nice. Give it a little smell too. You want to smell your food because that'll tell you if something's burnt. So, I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. So, we're gonna throw our potatoes in. Ow, that's hot. We're gonna add some spices into our hash. You don't have to. You can add whatever spices you want. So the first thing we're gonna add is a bit of cayenne pepper, just a pinch. It's breakfast, so you don't want to blow your friends' heads off. Okay, a little pinch of cayenne. And now we're gonna add paprika. The recipe will be on Instagram at BMTM Cooks. I'm just gonna eyeball it.
Oh, that's a lot of paprika.
Alright, so right now this is basically just pepper, onion, potato, and bacon. And too much paprika. But that isn't bad, that's delicious to eat. But it's not a hash until you put an egg on it. So we've got a pan right here, non-stick with a tiny bit of vegetable oil in it. You can use any oil you have or any oil you want to use. And you just want to crack the eggs. Alright, so our hash is done, our egg is done. Bring the pan over. We cut up some green onion earlier. I'm gonna take this egg. I'm just gonna put that egg right on top. Finish it with a bit of green onion. Alright, make it look pretty. We got a bit of parsley too. Just gonna run your knife through that really quickly. I just cut myself. Ah, fuck, cut. Alright, I cut myself, and it's a bit of a disaster, but we got this beautiful hash now, and you just break the yolk, let it run all through. Alright guys, thanks for joining us this week on BMTM Cooks. That was our breakfast hash. The recipe will be up on Instagram at BMTM Cooks. Give us a follow. Remember, be careful with knives, don't cut yourself, and join us next week to see what we do wrong.